Hi, it's Tony again, and we're back on the bench. And this morning, I'm going to be doing a short, special little video here on vintage Penn reel bridge shaft assemblies, basically. So this is just come out of a Penn squidder, and as you can see, I've got this big mess here on the bench, working on some Penn squidder parts changing and whatnot. But I wanted to do this video just to show you how to take this bridge sleeve off of the bridge shaft and just how to clean that and maintain that, because this is often a piece that's overlooked, and this is a pretty standard bridge assembly for the majority of the Penn reels that date between the early models going all the way back to like the late 30s, all the way up into the 2000s, like the mid 2000s for a lot of various models. And so we're just going to get into that. So there's a pin here that you need to punch out. It's very, very small, but you can see it right there. And I can normally achieve that with this nail punch here, just getting that in the groove, in the hole there. And a lot of the times you can push it out, but sometimes I need the help of a small hammer and a vise. This one's actually cooperating quite nicely. So you can see that pin is kind of pushed out, and you should be able to just take a pair of needle nose pliers and just kind of gently pull that out and do a little twist with it. A pin come out like that, basically. And you know, it's very, very small, so you want to do your best not to lose it. But then at that point, you can take your sleeve off, and then you can actually clean up these components here. So I just like to start with just taking a clean paper towel to this shaft and just clean off any debris, any excess stuff, you know. But as you can see, this bridge assembly is in very, very clean shape. This nice stainless steel alloy material here, which was standard for the squidder, as well as pretty much all the take-apart designs that Penn offered over the years in this vintage class were like that, with those stainless steel alloy components. So I just like to take a Q-tip here to the inside of the sleeve, basically. I just want to get all that excess oil and stuff out of there. And then a lot of the times I'll get questions just about what to use in terms of lubricant on this shaft. Well, you know what? I've done a lot of different things. Also note real quick, I'll just take a little toothbrush here to these threads. A lot of the time these threads can get gummed up with a lot of grease, a lot of salt spray, corrosion, or whatever, and you know, you want to eliminate that the best that you can and get those contaminants off of there. But with this, there's a number of different things you could do. I've used Penn Precision Blue Grease. It's great. I've used oils like Penn Precision Oil or even Reel X, amongst other fishing reel oils. And I've also used these old school tubes of Penn Lube, which I like a lot, and it's kind of in between the oil and the grease. You can't really find these anymore unless you can find them used or whatever on eBay, of course. I just happen to have a whole ton of them. You know, but you want this surface to be very, very clean, and I'll actually go to the extent to taking some steel wool, some light steel wool, very, very fine steel wool, and just clean that up and shine that up the best that you can. So I think in this case I'm going to use the Penn Lube because it's right here, but I like the viscosity of it. But I don't think there's any right or wrong way per se, but you just want to get a little dab of that on there. You don't need to get carried away. And then at that point, put your sleeve back on. We'll put our pin back into place. You should be able to just kind of gently push it in like so. And you just want to make sure that it's recessed enough below the threads. But now that's spinning really, really nice, as it should. And it should last for many years to come. So that's pretty much all I wanted to explain in this particular video. So I'm going to be getting back into doing a reassembly of the squitter now that that part's done. So thanks again for watching. This is Tony with Back on the Bench. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up, and if you'd like to see more, please subscribe, and we'll see you next time.